Hey, Debbie here, just a little bit of an energy update and an energy wrap to do with November. So, as you know, we're getting to the end of the year, and I've talked a lot about how you might be looking to let go of some stuff and to release as we come into the new year. But today I want to talk a little bit more about honoring and recognizing what the year past has been for you. So as we come into December, you know, what's great about you? What are you proud of? How have you up-leveled? How have you developed qualities or resilience that maybe you didn't even know that you had, that were, you know, forced in an evolutionary way this year? That's been really incredible. So it's a really good opportunity to take stock of that as we have the last 4 weeks before we come into Christmas. The other thing that's really on my mind at the moment around energy, and it's actually not to do with energy, it's to do more with the body, which, let's face it, is underpinned by energy. But a lot of the work that we do in the spiritual, mental, and emotional plane to come through life issues and to come through our struggles relates to, how we are in the inside world. And we have 3 zones. You know, we have our middle zone, our mind, we have our outer zone, the field around us, and we have our inner zone, which is our body. What's it like to be in our body? And that's where I think the real gold is for a lot of people, actually, you know, feeling and connecting into the body that we're in and how's it operating. Because I've had some really interesting conversations with people all over the world recently about how they've been working so hard or doing a lot of work but haven't taken the time to come into the body, or they've actually been ignoring the body for too long, and now they're having to really listen because they're either unwell or the body's giving you pain. So the motivation for me this month past has been to really listen to the body, feel into what it's saying, do some interoception or some somatic body practices, which is asking the body, feeling it, traveling inward, which actually takes you out of your mind, by the way, and also out of the hyperfixation of the everyday world and tuning into the rhythms of your body. If you want to know more about that, get in touch. We've got lots of really great somatic exercises that you can do. The other thing that I think comes up around the end of the year, which is not so much just about the release, it's more about the understanding and awareness of who your tribe are. Because we have, you know, this connection to people all the time. And there's sort of 3 main connections we have with people. We have our inner circle type of connections. There's probably 3 or 4 max, maybe 5 people, but more like 3 or 4 that are really deep tribal soulful connections, where you know that you can call up in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. and sort of say, hey, come get me. Those really deep dive soulmate kind of relationships, or soul friend or soul tribe even. That knowing who they are is really important. They're the people that don't judge you. They catch your dreams. They're really invested in you. And then there's another ring around that I would call really great friends. And that is people that you love, you show up for, you want to be in your life, you make time, you commit, you make time. And again, there needs to be no judgment, because if you're feeling worried about what they say or feel about you, you probably don't have as a great friendship as you think. And then everyone else is an acquaintance. And I don't mean that in a casual, flippant way. I mean everyone else is someone that might come in and out of your life. They're really great people, but they're not in that close friendship or even that soul friendship circle. And those people, a lot of us get caught up on the judgment of what they're going to say or think about us. And so, if you can start seeing that outer circle being pivotal in your community and life potentially, but not actually needing to worry about what they say or think. Because if you let go of that judgment or fear of judgment, then you're really only focusing on those great friends or those inner circle people. And then everyone else that sits out of that, let them think what they want to think. Let them go off on their own thought process without you trying to wrangle what everyone else is saying or feeling or thinking. So have a think about your close 3 or 4 in the middle, your really great friend circle. There might be up to 10 people in that, but I don't know about you, but I can't really focus on more than maybe 10 or 12 really great friends at one time. And usually they're couples or some, you know, people that are in relationship to each other. In fact, I'd say I have a smaller circle in that middle layer. And then I have the most amazing connection of people in that outer layer that I love and care for. However, you know, I don't revolve my everyday life around, because I just don't have the time and capacity. And maybe there's an element of they're not fully as integrated as personally close as me as I would like. So have a think about those 3 concepts. How have you up-leveled? What's great about you? How do you get more into your body and your feeling? And who are your tribe? And do you need to mix that up next year, or to clarify who they are? That first middle layer, the second one, and the third one. Hope that gives you some food for thought.